Hey guys, a very good morning to all of you. This is the daily news analysis of 20th of February. Let's see the very first news. First news about a campaign which is called Green Gold Deeds campaign, which is being launched by the Union Ministry of Environment, and the aim is to mainly sensitize about the climate change and increasing global warming throughout India. All right, and it is a people-centric approach in which the main aim is to create moral responsibility among the people of India so that they can do their bit to reduce this global warming and mitigate the impact of climate change, right? Also, there will be a request for the technical community that whatever the technical issues that can be involved so that this climate change can be reduced. So it is also been urged to utilize that also, right? Also, one more thing that was being given in this article and I want to share with you guys is about about this green scenic. See, it is being written in the article that referring to the crucial role that is being played by the polio scenic for the municipal corporation school in pulse polio program to achieve this the objective of pulse polio program. This polio scenics were being launched by the government, right? So this was being given, and this analogy is being set out through this polio scenic, that like polio scenic we should also launch this green scenic so that they can take the objective of this green gold deeds movement at the grassroots level. Right now, why I'm telling that this is very much important, just because of the reason that in the year 2014 or 2015, I don't remember the exact year, but at that time one question came that bank mitras, right? Bank mitras were in news. Who are these bank mitras, right? So they might ask you this time also. Green Sainik was in news. Why? Who are they, right? So just that's why I'm just telling this. Remember these kind of very much basic points, right? Now the plan is to basically the broad-based it with the involvement of different stakeholders, and that is in that stakeholder list there comes teachers, students, voluntary organizations, etc. Next is about Watan Jo Jano initiative, which is being launched by the Ministry of Home Affairs. See, basically this initiative is launched with the aim to give exposure to the youth and children of the Jammu Kashmir who are basically hit by militancy, right? Or who are from the weaker section belonging from Jammu Kashmir, right? Basically, this initiative is jointly sponsored by Ministry of Home Affairs and State Rehabilitation Council Social Affairs Department, and the main aim is to give this youth an exposure of the children of Jammu Kashmir so that they might come to know about the cultural and socio-economic development that is being taking place in other part of the country. So if they will be getting to know about all the socio-economic development, then they will be urged within themselves that why our Jammu Kashmir is not developing, right? So they will be get to know that okay, this is some sort of deeds which is done by Pakistan, right? So since just because the Pakistan is creating instability in our region, so that is not developing. So they it is kind of a moral boost to those students, those children of now who will in future become the future of Jammu Kashmir, right? So indeed this is a very good initiative by the government. Next is Northeast Venture Fund. Right now, basically Ministry of Donor has said that this Northeast Venture Fund is the very first dedicated fund, a venture capital fund, under which the young startups of India has been invited to set their to set up their startup in the Northeast region. Right. And if they will be setting up their startup in the Northeast region, then they will be getting fund from this Northeast Venture Fund, right? So it is indeed it will be very much helpful, because if you see the Northeast region, that is very much underdeveloped, right? And if some sort of moral push, some sort of economic push is given by the government of India, then it will be indeed very much important, and that's what the push is given now. Because right now, as you see, the venture fund capital is mainly promoted just because of the reason two things are there: to overall development of Northeast region, and second thing is to create entrepreneurship skill, right? So because see, startups is basically what it is, a kind of entrepreneurship only, right? So to promote entrepreneurship also, these kind of things are happening, right? And the main aim is to reap immense unexplored avenues and the potential of the Northeast region, which are still available, but no one is unexploring that, right? Next news about Myanmar dam on border worries Manipur village. See, basically Myanmar is constructing a dam in the Twingam river, right, which is flowing from Manipur to Myanmar, and the name of the dam is Twing Dim Jung Dam, right? So basically the say for example, this is the international border between India and Myanmar, and right, so on the distance of 100 meters from that, the Myanmar government is constructing this dam. See, this is becoming a concern for the upper region basically, just because if the dam is constructed, then the water level will increase in this Manipur region of, I mean, right? And if the water level gets increased, then indeed it will be, harmful for the people who are living by nearby the, this river region, because they cannot live in that region, because the level of water will get increase within this region, right? So that's why, the cause of concern is rising day by day. And regarding the international rule, guys, also one major thing is given, when we must know that in international rule, what happens is, say for example, this is a border, then 150-meter in both sides of the border is known as no man's land, right? And if any construction activity is done by any country within this range, then this country has the right to, object on that other country's thing, right? So that's what, I mean, the things are being going on as of now between India and Myanmar. So let's see what happens in future. Next news about Chabahar port. Again, we have, I mean, many times we have discussed this, but again, this time this was the news because India and Iran has signed a pact under which the operation control has been gained by the New Delhi for the upcoming 18 months, right? This has already been started, and basically this is a very strategic route which connect India, Iran, Afghanistan, bypassing Pakistan, because Pakistan are never allowed to has never allowed us to have direct contact with Afghanistan. So indeed it is a very convenient route to have direct connection with Afghanistan, as well as this will be a good a key gateway to the international north-south trade corridor, right, under which India will be having direct connectivity with Russia, Iran, Europe and Central Asia through sea, rail and road routes, right? And this will also be very good initiative, just because of the reason that it will counter the China's presence in the Arabian Sea, because China, with the help of Pakistan, is constructing this Gwadar port here, right, under this CPEC initiative of China. So in future it is very much possible that China will bring their naval vessel over this history, and that's quite sure that they will bring, right? So since the presence of India is increasing near this Gwadar port of Pakistan, so indeed if China will try to show, if China will try to flex its navy vessel, then of course we also will do the same thing, because we don't want that in Indian Ocean region, in any part of the Indian Ocean region where we have a major stake and we are the dominant country in that region. So we don't want any other countries to interfere on that, right? And China, with the help of Pakistan, is doing the same thing with us. So we'll of course will counter in future if that anything of such sort happens. Next news is about National Banana Festival 2018, and in 2018 it will be organized in Kerala. So guys, basically it is a festival which is hosting a buyer seller meet, so that they can meet at a single platform. Also this festival will organize different other programs like training programs, documentary screening, photography contests, etc., which also include national seminar, exhibition, training program, farmer meets, and host other activities. Also, I mean, this is what the things have been discussed here also, right? And it is a 5-day festival which is organized by different organizations. We don't have to remember the name of the organization, right? So anyways, yeah, this was about this National Banana Festival. And yeah, next news about SWIFT, basically. Now, the full form of SWIFT is Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Cooperation, and this time this was in news because huge PNB fraud was there in news, as well as this thing was in news that the central server of the SWIFT has been tried to get hacked, right? So that's why this was in. So let's see what the SWIFT is, because this has a high, I personally believe that this is a high probability of coming in this prelims examination. So let's see what is it. It is a network basically that enables financial institutions worldwide to send and receive information about the financial transaction, and though sending and receiving of the financial transaction will be done at a very secure, standardized and reliable environment. And just remember one thing, that it does not facilitate the fund transfer. No fund transfer is not being facilitated through the SWIFT portal. Rather, say for example, one financial institution in India and one financial institution in US is having some sort of agreement with themselves, then at time they might send some sort of information which will facilitate them to whatever the agreement has been done between these two banks or the financial institution, so to cover up the promise that they have kept during that agreement. So under that promise they can't exchange some sort of informations, but that informations is also not, it's not of absolute thing, right? some restrictions are still there by the central bank of different countries, because regarding monetary data, you cannot send informations to with other you cannot share your information with any other people, because monetary information is a very important information, and it might lead to the arresting the privacy of any other individual, right? So monetary data are also very much important. So every data you cannot share it with other institution, rather few sort of data are there which are allowable to be shared, right, under this SWIFT portal. So that's what that's what the main essence of this news. Next news about Chandrayaan 2. Now, why was it in news? Because India is likely to launch the Chandrayaan 2 mission in April this year, and this has been said by the Union Minister, that is Jitendra Singh. Now, this is very much important and challenging mission for India ISRO, because this is for the first time that the orbiter, lander as well as rover excuse me guys, yeah, this is for the first time that these orbiter, lander, rover will be sent to the moon at a very single stroke, right? Now, earlier during Chandrayaan 1 mission also, this orbiter has already been sent. Now, what is orbiter? I'll tell you. If any orbiter, what it does, it rounds the orbit of any planet, right? And it take the information. And of course, in the first mission, this orbiter was there, right? But that time, the lander and rover was not there. Now, what is this lander? Lander, from this, this satellite, something will land on that planet. I mean, on the on the land of moon, right? It will land there, and through this lander, there will come a device which will be kind of remote control thing, right? So this is called a rover, right? It will just roam on the surface of the moon, right? Now, again, this is very much important again for us, just because of the reason that this time it will explore the South Pole region, and this region is very much unexplored by the world powers. I mean that Russia, then US, then China, and European Union, right? So they have not much more explored the South Pole region, and since our rover will explore that region, then it will, I mean, it is indeed said that in future we might be getting some sort of useful information from this rover, right? So guys, this was all about it. And regarding one more information, in Hindi I have opened a new channel, right? And the name of the channel is Only Studies, basically STUDIES, and the link I'm just giving below. So what you can do is, those students who are very well versed in Hindi, so what they can do is, they can, if they want to continue the preparation with me, right, if they want to continue the preparation with me, then you can subscribe to that channel, because there I have started the polity series as well as the this history series, right? And in future I'll also start the geography series over there, right? And just because of the reason that I've opened a new channel, just because of the reason that then I'm putting some sort of copyrighted material, so it might get copyright strike, that channel. So it will not, it won't worry me, because my main channel will be saved, right? And also guys, I've opened a Facebook page. If you haven't seen that, just I'm putting the link below, just go through that page also. That is also very much important, right? So yeah, we'll meet in next class, and this is my Telegram link where I upload free PDFs regarding it. And yeah, we'll meet in tomorrow's class, guys. Till then, bye bye, take care, and thank you for listening to me, guys. Thank you very much.